like to see a little bit more about the affiliate program, and I'd like to take you through that. It takes 5 or 6 minutes. It's well worth looking at. Number one, it's free, doesn't cost anything. You actually get a referral link with your main account. It's whether you decide to use it or not, that's your choice. But if you do use it, there's some major benefits. So let's take you through. Thank you so many people for staying. Wow. It shows me that you're interested in the part 2 of what we have here. Here we go.
Recording in progress.
Well, thank you and welcome back to our Zoom presentation. We're here to examine on this occasion the affiliate program associated with the Aurum Foundation platform. This is a partner program just like Binance have one. Who else have one? Apple have an affiliate program. Amazon have one. All these companies have them, and Aurum have decided to go this route as well. So in this affiliate program, it's a little bit different. Brian Benson was telling me that in Binance, I think in South America, they were paying $5 if you shared this idea with a customer. They joined Binance. I think you got $5. Now, our minimum deposit is $100, and if you share your link with somebody, we only pay $3. Okay, so Binance pay $5, we pay $3. Is that fair? Well, I think ours is a little bit better than Binance's, because if you put in $200, we pay $6. And if you put in $1,000, we pay $30, because it's 3% of the deposit. And that's what's different. Binance only pay $5. So our affiliate program is a one-tier frontline product. Fantastic. All companies are starting to use these systems. Absolutely incredible. Now, what looks on the screen, it looks like one of these multi-level things. Absolutely not. This is not like 7 levels or whatever. Let's have a look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 7. It's not 7 levels. This is ranks. Now, like traditional business, you might start in the shop floor and you might get promoted to supervisor. And with that promotion, you get a little pay rise and a pat on the back. Maybe working in the shop for 8 months later, the boss says, hey, great job. This area of the shop is doing fantastic. You're a supervisor here. I'd like to promote you to manager. And with that manager rank improvement, you get a pay rise. And maybe 3 years later, the boss says, hey, guess what? There's a position coming up for area manager in the area. You're going to take control of 5 or 6 of the shops now. That comes with a pay rise. And then ultimately, you hit director in the company and another pay rise. So what you see here are pay rises. What you see here are ranks. This is not levels. It's ranks. And everybody starts as a Nova. Nova means new. So you're the new kid on the block. You're the new star in the business. The Nova star is the new star in the sky. You're the new star in Aurum. You get 3% on all deposits of all your customers who fund their EXI bot. So the minimum deposit is $100. But with that said, who wants a pay rise? Well, unlike traditional business where the boss kind of recognizes you and gives you that pay rise, here you take your own pay rise the day you want it. Okay, so what does that mean? Well, as soon as you have $7,500 in total team trading, the software recognizes that you get a pay rise. You become what we know as Voyager. You're starting a voyage. You're starting to go on a journey. You're starting to build and expand your business. You're a Voyager now. There's $7,500 of trading. That could be one customer, or it could be 10 or 4 or 19 or 72. Doesn't matter. When the total volume, it's not levels, it's all customers to infinity depth. When there's $7,500 in trading in that EXI bot, guess what happens? You now get 5% on your personal customer deposits. But if one of your customers makes a recommendation, they get the 3 and you get an override. You get a 2% override on them to infinity levels deep. But guess what else happens, guys? You get all your money back. Because in this example, we're starting with $100, and the system, by smart contract, you don't have to ask for it. You don't have to wait for it. You don't wait to the end of the month. Instantly, by smart contract, the $100 hits your wallet. So now if you started with 100, you got your 100 back. What are you going to do with this extra 100? Well, there's 4 things you can do. The first thing you can do is withdraw it to any wallet of your choice. The second thing you could do is top it up onto the card if you had a card. The third thing you can do is add it to your trading balance that you started with. That's your choice. Or the fourth thing is you can do is absolutely nothing. Just let it sit there. So you have 4 things to do with that. But there's another bonus. The other bonus comes on the second last column here. This is called profit from team profit. What's this 5% all about? This is pretty cool, let me tell you. So imagine you had $100 trading in the EXI bot. and one of your customers had a little bit of Bitcoin, and they decided to go over to Telegram and put it into the ZEUS bot without telling you. They started making Bitcoin every day, like the customer we saw tonight. You get 5% paid in Bitcoin to you every day. You get 5% of what all the Bitcoin customers are trading over on the ZEUS bot. And imagine that customer told somebody else who put in Ethereum. Now, you don't have any Ethereum either. You get paid 5% in Ethereum. So this 5% comes every day. It's a daily matching bonus on the trading profits generated by all your customers to infinity generations in depth, as long as there's no other Voyagers on that particular line. And again, we cover more of the details on our training. This is really an overview. But of course, who wants 5% when you can see 7%? And to enjoy 7% on deposits, you have to have a total team trading volume in the entire structure, not just your customers, but theirs and theirs and theirs, unlimited generations of $25,000. Okay, once that's achieved, you now get 7% on your direct customers on their deposits. If one of your customers gets a customer, well, they get the 3%. Remember that? When you were new, you got 3%. But you get 4% on their customers. You might even know who they are, because you get the difference between where you're coded at 7, where they're coded at 3, you get that 4% to infinity. But now you get a $500 cash bonus, and you get 7.5% every day on the trading profits of all your teams, no matter what currency they're trading. It is sensational. And if you've understood what I've said in those first 3 ranks, you've understand 90% of our compensation plan. There are a few anomalies. The small print at the bottom says that the legacy rank advancement requires certain structural ranks. We cover that in training. That's not important to know in your first look, your second look. We cover that on the training. It is essentially, as you create more volume in your structure, you get better pay rise, you get better cash bonus. There's $1,000, $2,000, $5,000, $10,000. Now, we had Don Chi on there who got $2,000 last night. We had Dr. Money got $5,000 last night for hitting the Oracle rank. These are just extra cash bonuses. But look over here at the right-hand side. How would you like a shareholder bonus? How does that work? Very simple. The company take 3.175% of every daily profit, and they put it in a pot, in a pool. And those of you that reach the Oracle level get paid a share of 0.15% for Oracles on all the profit from the whole company. So not just your customers, but your introducers' customers and their introducers' customers, and those guys over cross-line, downline, and upline, and overline, and underline, and everywhere, all of the customer volume. Now, there's already 50 million trading there. You're getting paid a slice of that every quarter. They pay this bonus out. The next one, it gets paid out on the 17th of January 26th at the launch event in Dubai. Make sure you get qualified. Of course, to get into that category, you need to do that by the end of the month. And of course, as soon as you get it, you go into a rolling calendar to receive these bonuses. And of course, that's just 7 of the ranks. There are 8 more. The elite rank gives you 20,000 bonus. Magnet gives you 50,000. I see we've got, yes, we have somebody on tonight's call who is reached the rank of Magnet. Congratulations. We also have Lee on the call who's done $100,000, who's done Mythos. And of course, very soon he's going to hit the legend rank. And we heard Brian Benson on an earlier presentation. And Brian Benson said he wants to create 1,000 millionaires. Well, ladies and gentlemen, if you can roll up your sleeves and go to work and make your way to Dominion, I have no doubt, with this $500,000 bonus and the previous bonuses achieved, like 150, 150, and 20, there's $820,000 of bonus. Never mind the previous page we've looked at. Never mind your direct profit bonus. Never mind you're a millionaire. There's no question about it. You're one of Brian Benson's millionaires if you can move your way to Dominion. Might take you a month, might take you 2 months, might take you a year. Depends on how well you're connected. Depends on what effort you put into your business. Again, don't be misled that high earnings are easily achieved. I know that Lee has taken 6 months to hit the Mythos rank, and that's fantastic. We all can do our own little bits in our own time. But please do, again, get back to the person that shared this with you. If you've liked what you've heard, if you want to get started, ask for the referral link and get started today. The sooner you get started, the sooner you make your profit. If you want to think about it overnight, well, you're not going to get paid tomorrow. If you can make a decision tonight, get your account funded. There's no reason why you can't get your first profits tomorrow. Some people ask, how do the withdrawals work? You know what I say? very well. They work very well. When do you get paid? Every day. Every single day they do the withdrawals. It's exceptional. Here's a typical account here. This customer withdrew 0.1 Bitcoin on the 19th of April. You can see that 8 days later, they withdrew 500 USDT. A month after that, they took out $5,000 on the 27th of May. 29th of May, 2 days later, they took out another 4,500. And then 18 days later, which was the 17th of June, they took out $10,000. All of these come with a wallet address, with a transaction hash ID. We've had a blockchain expert take these transaction IDs, bring them to the Block Explorer, and trace them right back to the exchanges that these guys say they're trading on. And that give people a lot of confidence. Again, with that said, get registered, try that EXI bot. You don't need to understand everything. Try the first bot this week. Maybe next week, tackle one of the other bots, maybe the Pro and the ZEUS. Maybe the week after that, go grab your card. You don't need the card in week 1 because you haven't made any money yet. Let the profit grow. Get your card week 3, but do attend training. Do get back to the person that shared with you. And I wish you every success in whatever decision you come to. With that said, ladies and gentlemen, thank you again. Thank you for joining us, and I appreciate your time. Thanks and good night. Bye-bye.